What's going on out there, Team J3? We back in the building, and I got my boy here, Ronan Joe Genji.
What's good, man?
Tell him what's up, man. You just got from work, man.
Just got home from work, man. Rushed here, got cleaned up. So I'm gonna come and do this trailer reaction. You know what time it is, man. This is Blade Runner 2049, man. Ridley Scott executive producing, Denis Villeneuve's directing. Pretty hype, man. This is the first official trailer. I'm ready for this. I haven't looked at nothing, but everybody's buzzing. This
the first and the last. Cause I ain't watching nothing after this.
You ain't lying. This is a special movie.
Don't ask.
Yeah.
We're trailer 2K. Oh, nah.
Yep.
Just this one.
This is it right here.
So we finna do. That's why we doing it right now.
Let's go.
Play this shit. It's like they do a trailer before a trailer.
Nice. Atari.
Every civilization was built off the back of a disposable workforce. But I can only make so many.
Whoa.
Happy birthday.
There is an order to things. That's what we do here. We keep order. The world is built on a wall that separates kind. Tell either side there's no wall, you bought a war.
Like left Earth, okay.
You're a cop. I did your job once. I was good at
it. Yes.
I know. What do you want?
I want to ask you some questions.
Tonight.
We're gonna find out where you been.
The key to the future.
Yes.
Is finally unearthed. Bring it to me. They know you're here.
Hell yeah.
What's up?
This looks crazy.
I always told you, you're special. Your story isn't over yet. There's still a page left.
Yes.
Yeah.
IMAX gang.
So now I'm gonna watch this like probably Thursday. I'm gonna go ahead and watch the part one, the original.
For sure.
But
you wanna go first?
I'm speechless.
All right, for sure. That sounds about right.
This trailer looks amazing.
It feels like 1982 all over again.
It's like 1982,
but 2017.
But 27. It feels a lot. I feel when I look at this, I see a lot of creations after the 80s.
Yeah.
That bit off Blade Runner.
Cyberpunk movies. Tron.
Dark
City.
Matrix, Minority Report.
Bro.
We just watched the one. Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell, yeah. Definitely.
A little bit of B-Boy,
Cowboy
Bebop.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop.
You just see all these creations come from this actual movie.
Yeah.
This universe. Like, for real. Like, even Total Recall.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what's funny? That's the same author that wrote the Blade Runner story, Philip K. Dick.
Tight.
Yeah.
Good.
So
Boom.
it makes sense.
I didn't know that.
Universe? Say?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Right, huh?
That's dope.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, it would make sense.
And he did Minority Report, another one we mentioned. Yeah. Philip K. Dick's a tight cyberpunk sci-fi.
What about, did he do Demolition Man?
Nah.
All right.
Total Recall.
Yeah. I said Total Recall. Yeah, I said Total Recall.
Yeah.
But
he's dope.
This world looks so amazing. The world, it's like this movie's gonna tell like multiple stories. You're gonna get a world story, you're gonna get a cop story, and you're gonna get a past story.
Yeah, and then a maker story about the creators and
exactly.
Things. It's very unique because we got questions, but in a good way, because 30 years have passed, and now like just Harrison Ford coming back into fruition and revisiting, the fans are gonna review it as well, and like going into this adventure, it's like, well, where was he? What happened? Did he find the makers? Is he a replicant? Like, what's going on? Because like something seems off, and I guess that's why Gosling's here. So he's the new guy on the scene. rookie almost.
I think it'd be too easy to make him a replicant now.
Yeah, it's something else.
I think we've been waiting for it. We've been waiting to find out about that so long.
Or maybe he got in and he's trying to get out.
Possibly.
Maybe he's a fugitive now on the run. They know, and he knows about their whereabouts and their information.
Yeah.
So he's trying to bring it back
Tommy
home.
Lee Jones will show up.
Yeah. But whatever they have,
he just caught on.
Dude, yeah, tight. I didn't kill my wife.
I don't care. All right, go ahead.
Real talk though, but let's say that he does get away or something, and they basically are hunting him down because of the evidence that he has.
Yeah.
And things like that, and maybe he's trying to shut down the whole program because basically, you know, the replicants, they have a 4-year lifespan. Mm-hmm. So they got years to come and get him before that computer shuts down. Or maybe
40,
they evolve.
40?
No, 4. Every 4 years.
I don't say what the freak.
Yeah. And they just die off.
It's gonna be a trippy ride.
It feels right, man. Villeneuve, his directing is just like, man, like he almost kind of mimicked how Scott did his thing. Even the soundtrack,
but that's the thing.
It's almost cyberpunk.
I was talking about that today.
The music was the same.
The music. I was talking about that today. I was talking about not necessarily Blade Runner. I was talking about directors. Like, you get a lot of directors back in the 70s and 80s who had this vision, but they didn't have the money.
Yeah.
And the equipment to bring it to life. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So usually when you get a director to come back and relive a franchise or a movie that they did and try to make a remake, a reboot, sequel, prequel, you get to really get that. The director goes all out.
Right.
And have Ridley Scott come in as that executive producer and having someone with younger eyes.
Yep.
And someone that, and you can tell he was a fan.
Oh yeah. You can
of
feel
this
it.
movie. We can tell that he wasn't chosen and then said, okay, let me go watch Blade Runner and see what I'm getting myself into.
Right.
We can tell this guy really watched this movie, and just seeing the camera angles, the world, and you really feel, like you said, it's the 80s.
Yeah.
But you feel this world. The world, I think honestly, the world is gonna blow me away.
Yeah.
The world is gonna come first, then the story, then the characters.
This is a perfect example of narrative and visual spectacle and eye candy working all together. Everybody's gonna have their moment to shine as far as production value.
Yeah.
Visuals, the characters, the acting. The action's gonna be there, and then you're gonna see the whole cyberpunk world of aesthetics and prosthetics, and then like who these people are. You're probably gonna see other planets and things like that. So again, there's so many questions, but now it makes sense like 30 years later to explore all that. It's like an evolution. Like what happened to mankind after all them years. So it's like, dang, this is tight. So it's actually, we're in the future, but now we get to see this story in the far, far future.
And I think when they get the Harrison Ford part, they're gonna actually talk about that gap of 30 years. We're gonna see the transition.
Yeah.
And I think we need that.
You definitely do.
I know we're gonna jump right into the movie when we watch it, but we need that. We need to know what the heck happened.
What happened. And most of the mystery is going to be based on him and more about the replicants.
I think he's going to unlock everything.
Where was he and what happened? What did he find out? Because he was hiding. When Ryan Gosling got there, there was a trap on the floor. So he was ready.
Yeah, he was ready.
Yeah.
We both excited for this.
Oh, yeah.
What's the downfall? What could really wreck this for you, bro?
People not going to see it because it's not that kind of blockbuster movie. It's big now because this is a sequel, but technically, I mean, you think about it, this is still an independent film. Mm-hmm. I mean, guys like me and J3, we know what this is. We know what Blade Runner is, but to the masses, it's just like, oh, Harrison Ford's in, all right. So it's the actors selling the movie, but to us, this is a cult classic franchise that really wasn't too big back then, but it caught on over time. But now you got a sequel. People are ready. They've seen it. It's like, okay, we're revisiting this again, and it's not a remake, it's a continuation, which is more exciting.
You ain't lying about that.
Yeah.
I think the only thing could really hurt this movie is if they, how can I say it in the best, most respectful way, there's reliving something and creating something.
Oh yeah.
George Miller, I think, did it the best way.
Yeah.
He relived Mad Max, but created Mad Max, a whole new Mad Max.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I would want them to create a new Blade Runner, but relive Blade Runner.
Soft reboot, continuation.
Yeah. But don't live in the past so much where you're like, this is like a ripoff, bruh.
Right.
What is this? Why they keep doing the same thing?
Move it forward.
Move forward with it, but relive it. That's the only thing, because I know it's going to be good. Blade Runner, this ain't the type of script like people just write like, okay, there. You have to really put your time down, put your time in to really get this type of movie on point.
It's been in the works for some quite a time, man. Years they've been working on this.
Yeah, so I know the story. They got the right actors in my eyes. That's Jared Leto, right?
Everybody's in it.
Yeah, Jared Leto. Jared Leto's a good actor. He's not a good Joker. You have Jared Leto. You have Ryan Gosling. You have Harrison Ford. You know what I mean? So
crazy.
You kind of have a past, present, future.
Yep.
And actors, low key.
And we're not too far off from like the dystopian future. Only thing we haven't seen yet is flying cars, but everything looks accurate. Like real talk.
Flying cars gonna be easy, man.
Yeah.
We already flying cars.
But you know
what I mean?
That's dope, man. Definitely check out Philip K. Dick, man, if you want to really get into this story and like what he writes as far as science fiction. It's pretty dope, man. This
movie looked great. I can't wait to watch this. This is not the so you watch some people and they're just too overexcited, but I'm really excited for this.
I'm ready.
But there's no need to yell. Like, I think Blade Runner knows that.
I felt good seeing this because I was like, I gotta watch this on camera with J3. He called me up and said what was up. I didn't look at anything. I was right there though. I was like, just hit play. I said, I'm gonna get off work. I'm gonna wait. I waited. That's how anxious and respectful I was. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have just went on the warrant. Like,
I was tempted this morning, bro.
Yeah,
it was like 7 o'clock this morning.
Because I saw it drop. I'm on Twitter. I seen it. I was like,
man.
But I'll tell you what I did watch before he actually called me. I was watching the Q&A at the IMAX headquarters where they had the director and the cast and crew there, and they were talking about the return and how they were revisiting it. And Scott Mantz was hosting it, and the director came out, Ryan Gosling came out, and Harrison Ford came out, and it was like a 10-15 minute Q&A, and it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Harrison looked kind of tired though, because I guess he's been going around doing tours of it.
Well, he was in that airplane, he crashed and stuff. I don't know if he's still recuperating from that.
He was all right, man. Ryan Gosling was cracking jokes, and he was telling his story about how he was a kid, and he always felt like he was confused, and he was kind of terrified of what happened, because he said back in the days, like, movies didn't have them endings like they do now. He said back in the days, it was an ending where it just ended and it was like bleak and you were like, what the heck happened after?
Yeah.
That movies don't end like that anymore. And so now we're here 30 years later, like, what the heck happened? Still asking.
That's because franchises were hard to build back in the day.
Yeah.
You wanted to end on a cliffhanger,
right? So
the studio can be like, hey, this was a big blockbuster.
It meant something. It wasn't just a cash cow. It was like, we have a reason to come back because people wanted to know more.
Exactly.
I love that feeling.
It took 30 years, but
hey, it paid off though.
It makes sense now. Yeah. 2049.
The Planet of the Apes, the original, dope ending. Damn you all to hell. And then we know now because of the research and the homework, but then we were like, what the? Tight.
Yeah.
Those
but I mean, they did come with movies after that. But
they ended good, but it was like mysterious, but still terrifying because
he walked off and like, what's on the other end of that?
You're left with the unknown.
Are there other monkeys over there?
Exactly.
I feel you on that.
And see, movies like that, the new generation doesn't understand what that is because we're kind of in a time and era where everything has to be explained like spoon-fed, like your hand is being held the whole time. It wasn't like that back in the day. It was mystery and suspense, and what you didn't know was interesting because you kept coming back, and it was always left to the viewer's interpretation of what happened or what was. And that's how directors did their ending. It just ended.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I can't wait to get into a certain level where I'm able to actually make film like that, because I'm all for the suspense, I'm all for the mystery, I'm all for the cliffhangers.
10 Cloverfield Lane.
You feel me? Yeah, I can't wait till that one come out. You gotta come out another one. Even Inception.
Yes.
Inception cliffhanger. You know what I mean? Like that was in the cliffhanger. Like people were like, "Is she dead? No, he's alive."
Right. We don't see that no more. But that's tight though, man. And shout outs to this returning back. Shout outs for Ridley Scott for coming back and believing in a new age director to come in. Shout outs to Denise for taking on this project. I'm ready for this, and I think the soundtrack's going to be great too. I'm going to buy that vinyl because I love those synthesizer scores.
You got synthesizers is on point, and I don't know. Recently, I've been really addicted to it.
Yeah,
like I've been listening to it, and I just hear it, boom, 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 boom.
Man, I know you like a big like music listener. Like you go on like Spotify or whatever you find it, man. Look up Vangelis. They did the score for the original.
Got you.
The new composer is mimicking them, but with a new twist and putting his own flavor on it. His name is Johan Johansson. He's tight. I'll
take a look at it.
He did the music for Arrival, which is also directed by this guy. So they've worked together before. He's iconic, man. But I'm a film score addict, y'all. I love film scores.
Yeah,
I love
this guy right here is always into that. I like music.
80 synth, man. Like this is like old school, like Jerry Goldsmith, John Carpenter. This is like pre that time.
You know, it'd be tight on some real stuff if they brought out a what's it called? Man, I can't even think of it. A Laserdisc player with a special edition Laserdisc of this movie.
Yes, I'll buy it.
That would be dope.
I'll buy it.
I think that would be tight. That right there would be like we there.
It's rare, man.
Give me a Laserdisc of this movie, Laserdisc player that hooks up to my freaking 4K TV, and I'm there.
Tight.
I'm there, bruh.
It's going down. I'm
there. I will buy that. I will buy that. Give me a Laserdisc player right now. I'll buy it. I think. I don't know, man.
This production's on point though, and the cinematography look tight too.
I kind of feel like when you're younger and you hear old people saying back in my day and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I've gotten there because I feel it. Like when I watch stuff like this,
I get mad sometimes.
You feel me? It's like, man, the creative mind. How they used to. When people used to make movies back in the day, man.
How did they feel when this came out in 1982?
Dude, like
in the theater. What was it like to watch Alien on the big screen back in 1979? What was that? I missed that. But we got to see Aliens, James Cameron though, and we was babies though. But we got to see it.
We
though.
Watched it.
It was tight.
The thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now. Watching those type of movies, man, was the best. It has to be. I remember being a kid going to the theaters. I remember seeing Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that was.
I was a little kid. I remember seeing Batman in theaters. I was like 3.
Tight.
I was like 3. We went to the Chinese theater in Hollywood to go see Batman, and I saw Ninja Turtles at the theater. In the jungles, you know where the sandwich place is.
Yeah.
Where
Chase used to be. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad used to work.
It had 3 screens. I remember. I saw Jurassic Park there.
My dad used to work there, so
tight.
I remember seeing turtles there. But the thing is, those experiences in those theaters back in the day, movie watching was the best. Because you didn't have the media clouding your judgment.
It's a great time. Yeah.
You didn't have none of that. Like remember looking in the calendar to see when the movie gonna start.
Showtimes and all that.
And then when you call, y'all moved up. This is futuristic. You call
movie phone.
Showing at 10, and you have to listen to the whole thing and then
nostalgia.
Yeah.
What he's saying is it wasn't taken for granted. So we had limited sources. So when we got something, we got information, we went in mysterious and excited. It was an adventure calling to see what showtimes. It was happy just to have a movie playing in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, now it's kind of hard. It's limited releases and you got independent films. Different theaters cater to different audiences and they show different shows. So back then it was like maybe 3 or 4 screens. Then you had some in different locations. So it was just an honor and a privilege as a kid to be like, hey, this is playing in my neighborhood. We can get there.
Bruh, like I would have loved to see like Ghostbusters, man.
Oh man, 84.
Sitting outside in the cold waiting.
Yeah.
You know what the shorties look like? Man, like, dude.
Yep.
Them the type of, back then, going to the movies, you find your wife.
Man.
You feel me?
And I've heard the stories. I've heard different stories about guy, man. I met this girl when they went to go watch Empire Strikes Back at a midnight show.
Tight.
They got married like a month later and everything. She was a sci-fi head. He was a sci-fi head, and they were just. And her major was film, and she just happened to end up meeting him, and he was a writer and a poet. I was like, that's game.
That's game.
They met at Empire Strikes Back. Yeah.
Like, man.
So when you hear stuff like that, anything's possible, man. And then just
these movies used to bring that out, man. I don't understand. We go to the theater, man. We just see a bunch of I don't know. We don't be seeing that kind of stuff. You said
it in last few episodes. Like we've seen the beginning and we've seen the evolution. Like we've seen the transition. And as a film fan, you catch on to things like me and J3 are, we're film buffs. Like we watch films, like, and even the masses, even those that don't really watch movies but tend to watch now and try to catch up, audiences are getting more savvy. They know what they want to see. Mm-hmm. They know what's a pro and what's a con. They know when people are not putting their time and effort into it. They know when a movie's rushed. They know when a movie is great because you're actually paying attention.
Well, we do.
Yeah, if you're entertaining the movie and then the movie's not doing its job. Like if we take over or something like that, the movie's not running its course. But the new generation's gotten savvy, and then the old school people are catching up and kind of teaching them. It's crazy.
Yeah, I remember watching. I'm probably gonna end with this one, but I remember watching. I watched Zootopia with my family, the mothers, the grandmothers, my daughter. Son wasn't born, and it was a good experience because my family, we actually paid attention to the movie and was like, wow, this is a deep film.
Yeah.
But I always ear hustle, listen to other people around me, and they're like, look at the bunnies, like, are you serious? Like, this is a message in this movie.
Yeah.
Man, I love these type of movies, man, because they meant something, man. There was always a message in it. I don't know, man. I'm really excited for this, guys. Real excited.
So even when it's
late as
over,
hell,
we still gonna be asking questions.
Yeah.
But in a good way. Not like, oh, they didn't give us anything, but why this?
I just want to, when I leave the theater, I just want to feel like a kid. I haven't felt like a kid in a long time leaving the theater, man.
I feel that.
Like, and for those that don't understand, when you're a kid and you leave the theater and you watch Batman, 1989 Batman, and you come out and you're like, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
Or you come out the theater and you say, wait till he get a load of me. You know what I mean? And you just love it. And you cherish the moments of that film.
It's still on your mind when you leave.
I remember,
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid
rare.
and I left and I saw Ninja Turtles, and I was like, I was a turtle. You know what I mean?
Legit ninja kid. Yeah.
When I leave Blade Runner, I want to come out and want to be a detective.
Right. Get your trench coat.
I'm not gonna come out and be like, pew, pew. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But mentally, I want to come home and be a detective. I want to dream about this movie when I'm done watching it.
Yeah.
I haven't been like that in a while watching these films.
I got you.
It's just been like,
Want to be immersed in it.
I watched it and I went on with my life.
Right.
And I think that's the worst thing in movies. Movies should always have an impact on you.
Yeah, cinema definitely has to resonate to some degree.
You watched Guardians already, right?
I'm going this week.
You're watching? Oh,
yeah.
Man. All right, I don't gonna say nothing, but
yeah. All right.
Well, I'll hold it in, but this fart. I mean, nah. But yeah, man, I think Blade Runner is gonna have me feeling like I want to be a detective. I think I'm gonna be immersed in this story.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna love this universe. I'm gonna love this story. I'm gonna love the actors. I'm going to want to. If Harrison Ford dies, I'm probably gonna shed a tear.
Man,
that's how immersed I'm gonna be in this movie.
Yeah.
And that's why I cannot watch any more trailers. I will watch Blade Runner like 20 more times before I go watch this, so I can put my mind up to speed with everything and start off like nothing, like the next episode.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna immerse myself in this film, but yeah. It's gonna be a crazy journey, bro.
I'm gonna watch it again, man. I'll probably watch it again too. I want to read the book again. I gotta find it on Amazon. It's called "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?" Man, that's pretty deep.
That's crazy.
It's wild, but it's good stuff though.
We were just talking about bashing out robots,
right?
Freak.
Man, that's funny. The
all
future.
Right. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy J3 and Ronin Joe Genji, man. This was fun. Thanks for coming, bro.
Thanks for inviting me.
This is how we do it, man. I'm gonna tell you like it is, straight up, man. It's like 1 in the morning, bro. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, y'all.
I love this trailer.
We had to make sure we got this done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we'll make sure because we working, man. J3, I have J3 Entertainment has a Patreon now, so there's a link below. You guys take a look at the Patreon. Donate if you can. Also, Team J3, we have a PO box, mailbox for you guys. So you guys want to write Ronin, because if he doesn't have it on Ronin Joe Genji, Ronin Joe Chronicles, or anything, you can write a letter.
Appreciate that. Sure.
I'll send a link for him, so you can go to Ronin Joe Chronicles. You can talk to him on his channel. He has his channel going. The Team J3 mailbox is a fan box, so you guys can drop letters, or you can send things. You can anything you want to give me, mail or anything like that. Go ahead and feel free. That's what it's there for. And also businesses. So if somebody wants to do business with me, that's the mailbox to contact J3 on, or my email, which all that stuff is located down below. I can't wait to watch this Blade Runner 2049. Will not watch anymore.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready.
This comes out in October?
Yeah.
I will be ready.
It's gonna be a good time. And Stranger Things around that time too.
Stranger Things October 31st. It's
gonna be an 80s month.
So I'm since we on Stranger Things, I'm gonna take that day off. And I'm gonna take the day after that off. And I don't know if we should live stream that binge.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, yeah.
Or riff that binge.
Oh, I like the riff.
We might have to riff that.
Yeah. That's worth riffing, and
we might have to riff it. I don't know, or we could live stream it.
That's that childhood experience, though.
I want Team J3 to sit down and watch something with us. That's something like that. That's deep. Write in the comments down below what y'all think about that idea, man. If y'all think that idea is gonna be popular,
man. Y'all want to experience that Goonie experience with J3 and Ronin? Like, hey, that'd be dope. Y'all
food.
Dustin, Lucas, and all that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all. We ain't gonna be talking. I'm gonna be saying, man, this is tight, bro. I wonder what's gonna happen, man. You freak. And then you guys can write comments and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll be tight. It's gonna be late though. It's gonna be what, 12 to like probably 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It'd be dope.
That'd be something new. It'd be real.
I'm waiting for that trailer too.
We could probably get free. Yeah.
Cause the one we got was a teaser.
New news. Hellboy is in effect. The reboot.
I heard. Do you know who's directing?
Ron Perlman won't be there.
Okay.
And Del Toro won't be there.
Yeah.
Not coming back. And Hopper is supposed to be Hellboy.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
David Harbour. Whoa. So, okay.
He's supposed to be Hellboy, but that's Ron Perlman role, man. I don't know.
I think because of the Del Toro collaboration, they work together. So I mean, bringing two new teams, I get it.
It's a reboot.
Yeah,
it's a reboot.
So I mean, I'm all right with that.
I don't want to reboot. I want to find out what happened. Cool. She said she was pregnant.
They won't let him do what he's trying to do though. But this is gonna be R though. Del Toro was doing the PG-13. This is gonna be R Hellboy, rated R.
They really wasn't.
Swear. Go back and
wow.
They didn't feel like PG-13, but they were.
They're good.
Yeah,
he's good.
So that's tight. Neil Marshall. British director, dope.
He did like The Descent or something, right? The
Descent, yeah. Doomsday. Doomsday is like all the epitome of the stuff we grew up loving. King Arthur, Escape from New York, 28 Days Later, and like Clash of the Titans and a zombie movie all in one. And Bob Hoskins was in it. It was tight. You gotta watch. It's called Doomsday.
Bob Hoskins, man.
Came out in 2008.
I wish he was still alive, bruh.
You feel me?
He would be an excellent penguin.
I was just watching him in Unleashed the other day with Jet Li. That movie is great.
I was just watching Hook.
Man, he's got such a great resume of work on his filmography. It's amazing, man. If you don't know who Bob Hoskins is, man, go watch some of his classics, man.
Yeah, Mario.
Rest in peace to greatness, man. We miss you, man. We miss Hoskins.
He went out because he was old, right?
Yeah,
he was old.
He was like in the 70s.
Yeah, he was old.
Late 70s.
All right, man. So like I said, I got a Patreon, got Team J3 fan mailbox. All that stuff is located down below. Like this video, thumbs up. If you enjoyed our reaction, subscribe to J3 Entertainment. If you enjoy our content and what we say and what we speak and how we tell the truth and how we keep that 100, subscribe to J3 Entertainment. Take a look at Run Joe Chronicles. He just did some live streams on video games. You gotta fix that your comment base. They were mad at you, bruh. So you ain't even comment, man. You gotta pay attention to it. So
yeah,
that was his stream. I was watching him play his game for a minute and I kind of crashed. But yeah, take a look at that, guys. Ron Joe Genji, he's growing his. Take a look at Jody's Corner. Also, AP5 is doing his thing out there. That is the Flash_2 and the code. Not sure how he's gonna run it, but he's also has a channel out there. I told you guys the Justice League is coming and we come in full force. You guys are gonna get. You're gonna get us you're gonna get one of us every day.
Yeah.
Basically, you better watch the group within 7 days of the week.
Yeah. Real talk.
And I said that was going to happen.
It's officially like a cable network now.
It's a network. It is official network.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make sure you guys get a chance to enjoy all of what we got. So yeah, J3 out.